Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Spartans offense has the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchison. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Got a man, it's Kelly.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
That's reeled in. It's McCray. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Spartans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Toss sweep to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Childs. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Caught behind the line. It's Belly. Turning it on. Touchdown, Michigan State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll send the back in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bryant. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Here comes the option. Shakes off the defender. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the punt team. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They've got the screen set up. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it out. It's Leonard. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Navy will go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can pulls it in down the sideline, breaks into the open. Touchdown, Navy! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Childs. Pulls it in, it's Marsh. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver at the middle of the field.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCray. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle, it's Velling. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Finding open areas. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Spartans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Leonard. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Looking downfield. Makes a connection. Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Off play action on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know that...
Turning it on! Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
On the move. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have just, it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Across the 35. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Caught over the middle. It's Kelly. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Childs. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Spartans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Sparty! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Leonard. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15.
22, water.
Leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Running with the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on 3rd down. 4th down coming. They boot it away. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line.
Let's go, right.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse.
There he goes. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Jumped on top of the pile.
first job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Dropping back, it's Childs. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Got a man in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Spartans are flying down the field. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. He caught it! Touchdown, Michigan State! And the pummeling has started. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The option look. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Back to throw, it's Horvat. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up, with a big sack. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From deep in their own territory, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down.
Base 27 jump.
Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Navy now in trouble here on third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Here we go.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. He wants to throw it again. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And here comes the Navy offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Horvat. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 19 to Louisiana. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping... Oh, he's got some space.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. The Spartans get enough to move the chains.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pulls it in. It's Bullard. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They're going to run it. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Let's go. Right.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Spartans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Using the quick game.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Oh, he makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the 4th quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Marsh. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today. And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Childs. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Back looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Smarty! And the punishment has been extended. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously